I
She
said, good
almost
Lord.
did. I could tell it was almost a cuss.
It was almost, but not
Yes.
quite. Hello, everybody. It's me, Leah.
And I'm Laura.
And together we are
Hot
Hot
chicken.
Chicken. And we were going to drive, but we were having issues with this live stream and my
Yeah.
phone.
And we're testing out microphones. So,
Look at that. Yeah.
we got little
So nobody's here
microphones.
because we've set up 50,000 live streams. And it's like,
Sorry.
where are they? It's like, where's Waldo?
Hi, Alice.
Alice found us because
Oh,
she
boy.
knew. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so we were driving. It was like we lost signal. We had to stop. We was like, oh my God, we had to pee.
Oh, yeah.
It's a thing when you're challenged, like so many of us are. It's just a thing.
Bring on the booze.
We're not on the booze.
I wish we were on the booze. There's a place right over there.
There's a bar.
We could go have a shot.
A shotty shot.
Take
Well,
you
I
all with
can't
us.
because
Uh-uh.
also we don't have much battery life, so we won't be here for a whole hour. So hopefully
If we lose you, you'll
we
know
died,
why.
and that's it. That's it. Because
Mhm.
we can't plug in microphones and plug in the charger. Isn't that?
I think,
I wonder if
I
we
think if we
unplugged it.
unplugged it, if it would still connect. Carl, hello, and
Hello, Carl G.
Sandy,
Happy Friday,
how are you?
Sandy. How are you?
Good to see you
Yeah.
on our day of practice and
Yeah, we decided.
things.
We decided. Here's the deal. I'm just gonna turn the car
Turn the
off.
car off.
And I'm gonna roll the
Roll
window
the window
down.
down. I want to roll.
I'm gonna enjoy the. You can't because you're a child.
She won't. It's
I
like,
don't give her the powers.
yeah.
Just saying.
But
So it's good to see you too. I'm glad
yeah,
you're doing well.
I'm gonna follow the chat here. I think
Okie
if I
doke.
can.
If she can.
Doodly doo.
But we're running low on battery. We're trying out new mics. I got a new thingy for my phone. But we're in a parking lot in Reno. Let me show you. Yeah,
Reno. There we
we're here
are.
at the Faux place in the
No,
Nevada
sorry, Leah.
Pho
It's not faux. It's pho.
Pho
Yeah.
the Pho place.
Lemon
Vietnamese kitchen.
pho.
Lee,
I have actually had pho there.
you have
Yes. It seems odd to say that word,
Pho.
really. Pho.
Yeah,
Pho.
it's Pho.
I do. I think I told you all about.
Yeah,
Yeah. We
you
won't
did.
say that.
We won't say it again.
Oh dear.
Anyway,
Oh, the
sorry
breeze
we
is
missed you
nice.
last Friday. I still wasn't feeling dandy.
She seems to be feeling really dandy. She's
I'm
driving.
driving. Look at me drive.
Well, with no hands even.
Yeah, look, no hands.
We have one of those cars that drives itself.
Yeah. What do they call those?
Self-driving cars.
Waymos or
I
something?
don't know.
Yeah. Anywho, and
Yeah,
remember while you're here, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and also the thumbs up. The
absolutely.
thumbsies upsies.
I
And
agree.
feel free to comment. Leave
Okay,
your window down and we'll line up because
that
it
sounds
seems
good
to be
because it's like roll.
blowing
Yeah.
through.
And suddenly I was very cold. I'm hot or I'm
Shocking.
cold. There's nothing in
There's no
between.
in between.
Nothing.
You know, Oprah did a very good special the other night, and our girl Leanne was on it.
Look how many lives we've got scheduled.
I know, right? It would
Yes.
delete them. Can you
I,
delete them?
well, I'll try.
Alice can delete them.
But we'll go to the live one. I'm watching.
Okay,
Okay.
watch that one because I
Yes.
don't know what the hell was going on.
Oh,
But it wouldn't go. It was just spinny, spinny. So we were like, well,
do another one.
do another one.
But it seems that it's the first one that we actually went live with.
Interesting. Which wouldn't go live when we were parked at the bathroom stop. Mm-mm-mm.
So, Leah,
Anywho, yeah.
how is your medical issues?
Well, we had, brain surgery, 4 weeks ago.
Yes.
I will be going back to work a week from Monday. But between now and then,
A week from Monday, but between now and then, Hello, Shar. How are you?
Yeah, we just discovered we were on too, Shar. So join
Yeah.
the club. Pick a
Yeah.
live stream, any live stream.
Yeah. I gotta
Well,
tell
we
you
panicked
first.
because it said, then there was one and it said February 28th. Do you want to continue? I'm like, from
Aw.
February? I, we love you too, Shar. So anyway, so between now and my return to work in 9, 10 days, I'm having surgery
Again? Again?
again.
Oh no.
Well, it turned out, well, um, I still have a kidney stone that's not going to pass. The doctor that I was seeing that I don't appreciate or like well, he just left me with a large stone unturned.
And if you live in Carson City, you might know who that urologist is, but we won't say the name.
Yeah, would you please leave me with my dignity here?
Sorry.
And you might want to go to Reno. I'm just
Just go
saying.
to Reno.
Just go to Reno.
Hmm.
But I had been having kidney stone pain, and it's been several nights where it's gotten really bad. So I upped my appointment from whenever I was supposed to see him, May 1st,
Hmm.
and uh, changed it to this last Monday. And he said, well, yeah, we need to get that bad boy out. It ain't going to pass itself at that size. And so he did me right and got me in next Wednesday.
He is a fabulous doctor.
I really enjoy
Oh,
him.
we enjoy him immensely. I go every time she goes because, I got to see him
As she can.
because, he's so cute and all.
But you're
He
going to
looks
miss,
like a
but
little
she's just,
baby. I mean, he looks like a teenager. Sorry.
it does.
He really does. Now, is that because we're old
Yes.
and
And
we
the
look at
older we
people?
get, the younger they get.
I don't know about that.
I think so.
I just feel like he's just very young.
He is very young. I
But
would say he's 32, 35.
I would say he's 28, 29.
No,
Anyway, very thorough.
he went to medical school. That's 4 years.
Yes.
Then he was an intern.
How long are they interns?
Then,
3 years?
I don't know. But then he went to do his residency at University of Utah
Yes.
for, he said, 5 years he was there.
Oh, then he's in his late 30s.
He's telling you, they're
He's a babe.
E.
Sorry.
Sorry. Uh-huh. Anywho's, so that's the thing. We
So she's having surgery
so I'm
next
having
week.
surgery, another lithotripsy. He said he's turning it to dust.
He said he was going to make it
Dust.
dust. And then she is going to hate
He says you're not gonna like me.
him.
Hi, Miss Lobo Bob. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, another surgery, another
Well,
kidney surgery.
when you start, you can't stop. It's like an
It's just an
addiction.
addiction. What else can I do? What else can I do?
Let's see. How about the other ear? Do I need surgery?
Yeah,
No, you don't.
no,
Just
not
saying.
this. But he goes, you're gonna hate me.
Yeah.
You were gonna hate me for a few days really bad. I
You
said,
know.
I know that.
Yep.
But thank you for telling me,
Right?
because the last doctor led me into that procedure so blind that I thought it was a big nothing burger.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't even,
Say, this is
he
not going to
just
be
did it and said
pleasant.
goodbye.
Yeah,
And then you're getting all in pain and wondering what the hell.
right. You don't know. See, this is my theory on surgery. If you go in prepared, I mean, if you're told this is, you prepare for the absolute worst pain you've ever experienced, then it's not so bad.
Right?
Right.
I mean, that's what she did for her ear.
Yeah. It
And
wasn't bad.
look at her. She's driving around and dancing and doing stuff.
Well, dancing?
I mean, yeah, chair dancing. That's how
Better
I
than pole
dance.
dancing.
You didn't pole dance yet?
I
Damn, Leah,
haven't
you
pole
haven't been back
danced.
to the pole. I'm so sorry.
Haven't been back to the pole.
She's got to get back to the pole. I need a tissue.
You do? Here you
Yeah,
go.
thank you.
Ask and you shall receive.
Thank
There
you.
you go. We were just trying to discuss why old people have runny noses all the time. My grandmother always had a tissue
She did.
tucked in her sleeve.
She did, didn't she? I
She
never thought.
did.
I don't remember
Why?
that. Oh,
Now
that's
I
so
find
cool.
myself,
Tucking it in your sleeve.
you
That
don't
is
have
so
a pocket. You just like, what the heck?
cool.
What the even heck? So anyway, that's going to be my week. I'm not going to be happy camper next week. My sister's leaving me on Wednesday.
I'm going to Tennessee, guys.
She's going to Tennessee.
I'm going. I know.
Yeah, see, Shar agrees with us on the nose running.
Do you agree that it's only old people, Shar? Because I think it's everybody
I don't think
and
so.
allergies and stuff. Is it something that old people do more?
I think so.
Well,
I don't know. I just know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Everybody, if you haven't and you feel it, give us a nice thumbs up. That would be great. We would love you immensely more. No, we love you all the same anyway.
Yeah. So Laura's leaving me on Wednesday. That's the day of my surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, you know what, Shar? That's Big Noses running my
Big
family.
noses run. Well, look at that. And how about the chin? It kind of goes like, meets in the.
That's why she played the Wicked Witch.
Yes, I was a wicked witch once.
Anywho,
Go ahead.
she's leaving me, so Wayne will be taking me for surgery.
Yeah.
He's not met Dr.
To
Mazzone.
do with the nose never stopping to grow. Yeah. Well,
Maybe.
I don't
But
know.
I think Shar might be right, because I think as we get older, our allergies get worse.
Oh.
But I'll tell you, when we went to Utah, I didn't have any issues with
Right.
allergies. It was fabulous.
Who else said that? Oh, Chris.
When she went
When
to
she went to the
Washington,
waffle maker.
why
When
are we
she,
all in a parking lot? Because we're afraid to drive.
because we might lose you.
We might lose
And
you.
we've got a good signal right now.
Yeah, that's
We
why
were planning
we
on
were gonna do a
driving,
drive and
show you
chat,
some scenery,
but
all
here
you
we are
get
in
is
the parking lot of Smith's
yeah.
and the pho place.
And Nevada Vapor, we could
Yeah,
go to
Papa
the vape
John's.
shop.
We
Papa
can
John's.
donate some things to the Catholic ministries,
Yes.
and we could go to the optic gallery.
Yes.
Just saying.
And Ace.
Yeah,
There's a lot of places
there's
here.
a lot of choices. We can get
Yes.
gas for an exorbitant fee.
If your nose runs and your feet smell, you're built upside down. That's what Carl said.
Wow. Now, what did
Well,
Shar just say?
Now, Shar and Sandy says, why? Oh, we saw that. Shar says, I never did either when I lived in other states. We're allergic to Nevada.
We're allergic
Absolutely.
to Nevada. That's it.
Because Chris went to Washington.
And she had no issues.
Or no,
It's
Oregon,
Nevada.
but
Whatever.
Portland, yeah.
North.
And she said, I didn't have any allergies till I got back here and went in my house.
Yeah.
She babysits dogs, so it's got to be dog dander, maybe.
So how is the sound? Can
Yeah.
you hear us? What I want to do, I want to experiment.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out that receiver, and I need to know if you can still hear us.
Well, what we want to know
Is if it changes.
if it changes the dynamics or anything, because it might switch to the phone.
Right.
If we unplug the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if it's attached.
It's just going to be a slight little test.
Just hang with us. Let us know. And it's out.
Or it's out, and let's see. How does it sound? I'm looking
How does it sound? Did anything change for y'all? Sound is great.
Wow. Okay,
Still?
wait. Okay, because it's still going.
Okay.
Did you connect
a teeny weeny test? But the thing is, what?
Well, I was going to ask you. Did it ask you to connect to your Bluetooth?
It did not.
Well, then we're probably not. So, okay, a teeny weeny test, not a thing. Miss Lobo Bob says not a thing. Sounds the same.
If I plug in this.
Okay. I mean, it still says
doesn't
the
seem
mic
like
is
anything
on.
changed.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, we're
Well,
going
we'll
to
just
do
keep.
this.
If I blow into the microphone, this is what I want to hear. If you can.
Still the same.
Okay.
Okay, everything's the same. Well, maybe we could do a little drive.
Huh. That'll be funny. Okay. We're going to lose you, though. But it's, hey, you guys, all of you guys,
It was
it's so great to see you.
it was slightly gravelly without. I pulled it out. I haven't put it back.
We haven't put it back yet. But did you hear me blowing into the microphone? Because that's what I need to know. I'll do it one more time.
But the video quality is off.
Okay. That's probably because
Not have great
we
signal.
don't have good signal, maybe. Sorry, guys.
Is it like, I don't know.
I don't think it connected.
No
No blow
blow
sound.
sound.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Well,
Well,
shoot.
shoots
Shoots
katoot.
katoot.
Nope, can't hear you blowing.
Okay, well, then we know.
We know. Okay.
Sorry about this, the quality. I'm looking at the quality on my phone. It's not so good, but it's all right.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Well, that's
We'll
a
have to
thing.
work with this a bit more.
But they hear us, so that's
But
good.
you hear us, okay, right?
So guess what we've decided, guys? Now this is, we won't tell you exactly what, but Leah and I are making
Well,
another
we have
channel.
hot chicken,
Yes.
and we'll continue to do some like we do with hot chicken,
Mm-hmm.
occasional video or live streams
Mm-hmm.
when we feel like.
Yeah.
But we're each individually starting our own YouTube channels.
Yay! We've
Yay!
decided, we've got our names. We're not going to tell you
I
yet.
don't have a name yet.
You don't? Oh, I thought you picked one. Anyway,
Oh,
I don't
kind
know
of,
that
sort
you
of.
did.
I'm still.
I'm going to start taking walks with my dog, showing a little scenery around town, doing a little visiting with people in different areas and seeing different scenery because I think people like to see where you're at.
Miss Lobo Bob does.
I really do. I think if I took a walk with my dog Peaches
Mm-hmm.
down to the river and maybe, just around, I think that'd be fun. And then just talk about things that
Yeah.
old people do or not do.
Things that old people do or not to do.
What are you doing? She's trying to figure it out. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Laura,
Yeah,
yours
sure.
showed up when you first typed hi. Now, what does this mean?
Your new channel name? Did you already
Did?
make a channel?
I didn't. That's my senior moments with Laura.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna call
She
it, but I
watches walktubers all the
do.
time.
You really, Ms. Lobo Bob? That's what I want to do, and I want to walk with my dog Peaches because she needs to walk every day. And well, let's face it, I do too. And I thought I'd drive around as well. And then when I go visit like Tennessee with my daughter showing the river, the Tennessee River, and showing all the fun places and
Your
yeah.
autopilot,
What?
Alice. Yes, of
Oh wait, I
course.
am automatically a mod on a new channel. Yes. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
And this is happening. I might start next week. I mean, whether I like it or not. Because
Mine
let me
may
just say,
start this.
I don't feel like, now this is just me. Now, everybody tells me otherwise, but it's my feeling about myself that I have no personality.
She doesn't.
I feel like I can't talk about anything
She knows nothing.
for any length of time without
She's uninteresting.
my train of thought. I'll like be going on and on about
Zoomies.
something
I
and I'll
love
go,
the zoomies.
hey,
Sure.
what
Yeah.
am I talking about? Anyway, continue to interrupt me. That's
I
fine.
will. Well, I was talking to Shar.
Anyway, that's my
She's
thing.
nobody wants to watch her, so I don't know why she's.
Why am I here?
I'm gonna say
Okay. Sure. I mean, Alice, yes.
she's gonna start charging a percentage.
Yeah.
Alice. Yeah.
When I make it big, hon, you're on the list. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it big, big. Peaches will make it big.
Yeah. Anywho's, I keep telling her, now tell me if I'm wrong, she needs to change her internal dialogue. Just saying.
I can't talk. See, I was a waitress for so many years. I never had conversations with anybody at work. Like Leah probably talks to her work fellows all the time. But it was so busy, and when I'm at the table talking to guests, I was like, okay. 15 minutes later, oh yeah, I like your hair. Blah, 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 walk away. Hmm.
There you have it.
We'll see how I do.
She'll see.
We'll see.
Anyway,
Well,
um, I'm 67.
me too.
Very typical, especially if you have ADD and yes,
I
she
think I,
does.
I think I do have that. We're glitching, guys.
Are we glitching?
Char says we're glitching.
Oh, shite.
A shite, a shite.
Shitey shite. I hate when
Oh,
that happens. We could be like running out of battery steam here. We don't
yeah.
know.
Well, that's all right. Well, we'll figure it
We'll
out.
figure it out.
Uh,
Anyway, um, I'm 67, gonna 67 and a half, if you want to count,
a little
and
over.
I should be retired,
Yes.
but I'm not. And it's disturbing to me that I still have to work because of.
Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. Um, you know, I've had a lot of crap happen, like medically and, bankruptcies because of medical situations in the past, which forced me to stay gainfully employed. So, 67 and still clocking in.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So, but I work in an interesting place. I work in an emergency room, and I've been on that side of medicine, and I've been on my own patient side of medicine. And so, just talking about, yes, you got to keep your mind active.
I do.
She does.
But it's more like, huh? you know. Anyway, go ahead, Lee.
Anyway, I'm going to talk about, yeah, why I'm not retired, why I'm still working. I'm going to talk about some of the things, that happen in my job and my medical journeys
And many of them
myself.
are very funny.
And just, you know, whatever.
Hmm.
Just share my life a bit
Yes.
on a more personal level. And yeah,
I think that, when you start a new channel, it's very important to do it almost every day, regularly,
I can't even do
like
Vlogmas.
a job, of course.
I have a job.
I know. But you have 20 minutes between the time you leave from home to the time you walk in the door, probably. Because you always stop in front of the door
I
and
always
sit in the
stop.
car for a minute.
I
She goes to
no.
coffee.
I go get my coffee.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. I'm trying to.
Yeah. See, Teresa, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had been through that. That just sucks.
Hmm.
But yeah, when you have to cash out 401ks and
Oh, yeah.
things like that, and then you find yourself at 65 going, what the hell happened? And realizing that you can't uh, be like, and everybody's like, oh, when are you going to retire?
Right. Leah keeps saying, I'm going to work till the day I die.
Well, they may have to haul me out of there.
Like
I'm in the right place.
you are, but it'd be better to be in the main hospital.
That's true. They'll
they'd,
have to
they'd have to
transport the
fly her
corpse.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Anyway, I don't know what it's a work in progress, but we're going to start. We're going to just, I've had some, my mother always said, Laura was the one that got the common cold when we were little. I was the one that never got a cold, but when I did get sick, I got scarlet fever
yes,
or something.
weird things, strep throat,
Yeah,
scarlet fever.
it's just the way I roll. I'm
Yeah.
a one percenter. I'm an overachiever in that area. So I've had some interesting medical journeys, which I've documented a lot of them on this channel.
Yes.
Um,
I think
and
you've documented them all.
pretty much
Yep.
we're still working on the Utah one. I try to sit down and concentrate on editing, and my brain goes,
It's time to go to sleep.
it's time to shut it down, girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I will get there. I got all the footage uploaded to my computer. That was the big part. But then
Yes.
I realized in that we could not be heard as we were driving on the highway.
Right.
Yeah. Keep me thinking besides my gardening, painting, and dog baby. That's right,
Yeah.
Shar. See, Char's got a lot of projects and a lot of, she's busy all the time.
See, I don't. It's because my knee hurts all the time. I'm going to whine now. But that's why I'm going to go walking with Peaches,
I'll
walking
go out
around
walking
just to see if I
with my
can get my
peaches
knee stronger.
out in the
I
morning.
don't want to have surgery on it. I don't want a knee replacement. I don't.
Here's the thing. She says that, but then you do it. And you like, why did I wait so long?
Well, for you, but maybe for me it won't be like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm
Anyways,
going to give it a whirl, take my dog out and go exploring a bit. I discover things around Reno all the time that
yes, you
I
do.
didn't even know was there.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the downtown library. Now, I knew that was there, but it looks like a big old boxy building.
Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Woo.
Oh,
Thank you,
it's just
Scott.
a little square building or big square building.
Yes.
I went in it to vote. Shut up.
How dare they push their
I
shopping
went in to
carts?
vote, and there is a big garden inside. I mean, a big, like, forest of trees and things. I was shocked.
The things you find.
You don't want to either, Shar? I understand. I
I can
understand that.
understand too. It's a process.
Mm-hmm.
It is a process. Hello, I was just thinking about you, darling. How are you?
Hello.
Oh my goodness, good to see you.
Fantabulous. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why I saw you popped up on my feed or my subscription feeds the other day, and I went, "Oh, how is she? How are you?
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you." Anywho's, so yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. You'll be seeing, and of course, we'll come here and say, "Here's our channel.
We're still
Subscribe,
we're
please."
still doing
Yeah,
this. This is not going to
no.
change. That's
Although
just
she's going to Tennessee, how long are you going to be gone?
a month. I'm
We're going to
coming.
have to go. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well.
Yay.
Yay, yay, yay.
Yay.
So we're going to have to do these remote then.
We can give it a whirl.
We'll do it.
We're willing to try
Yeah.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
Watching while on the treadmill. Awesome.
Teresa, you're making me feel lazy as hell.
My daughter has a huge treadmill.
She does.
She does. And you probably didn't even notice it was in her bedroom, covered in
She had
clothing.
clothes. That's why I didn't
The
see
thing
it.
is, it's so heavy. When they tried to get it up, I mean, it's like a commercial one, seriously.
I would
And
be on that
what
bad boy
happened?
every day.
What happened was they ordered just a regular treadmill and they delivered the wrong one and never
Said
said
anything?
anything about it.
Well, there
And
you
so they
have
hauled
it.
it upstairs and put it together, and it is one of those great big commercial style. And she walks on it occasionally, but when I go there, it's covered in clothing.
Well, tell her to take the clothing off so that you can walk on it.
I think she does it to dry like her pants, dry like
It's
her
an expensive
shirts. It's a
clothesline.
clothesline.
That's
Oh,
a lot of
Teresa,
them end up
don't
that
say you're
way.
fat. Just say you're jolly.
She's called herself fat how many times today? I can't even count how many times. So,
I said I look fat.
oh,
Didn't actually say I'm fat, but I am fat. And if you're fat,
you got
you
to
still look
change
fat. You
that
know,
internal
I
dialogue.
know, I know. I'm going to try. That's why I'm doing it to challenge myself to be able to do YouTube by myself and
Hmm.
do interesting things. And I don't know if it's going to take, but I've made a plan to give myself a year. and I want to watch the analytics, see what happens, And in a year, if I think I should continue, then I will. I don't know. I mean, I'm really going to look at it like it's my job because I don't
Have one.
have anything that I can actually do. I'm
Yeah.
not strong. Both of my shoulders are bad. I can't lift anything. I'm not a
Yeah.
receptionist. Could you
Read
see
what
that?
Alice wrote to you.
What did Alice write to me? Let me see. Alice, who told you that fat can't be even more gorgeous than skinny? I have to agree, though. I just have to agree. Get it down
Mentally.
in my like subconscious place,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep. Hey,
Hi,
Cheryl
Cheryl.
Rafferty in the
How
house.
long has it been,
Forever.
Ms. Rafferty? Because we can't blame it on anybody but you. We have to. Anything we want to
we,
blame on somebody, it's got to be
it's
Cheryl
got to be
Rafferty.
Cheryl Rafferty's fault.
Yes.
You know,
How you been?
we've missed you. Oh,
Uh,
yes. It's been a while, Cheryl Rafferty.
so,
Your daughter's getting married. Congratulations. That's
hmm
exciting. I know the struggle though, because my son got married and that was like for a year. My plight was, what am I going to wear?
oh yeah.
And then what, you know, I
You
was fat.
I haven't had an actual dress
I didn't
on.
even wear a dress.
I
Well,
wear
Cheryl, I'm sorry.
caftans. Cheryl has to go?
No, she said we're usually live when she's working.
Oh, I thought you said you had to go back to work. Anyway,
Maybe she
I
did.
wear caftans, which
Yeah.
I find very comfortable.
Yes.
But I haven't had an actual dress on and I since I was in my disco days.
I don't believe you.
Way back in the day.
I don't believe that it's been that long. You would wear a
I
dress
wore a
to my
dress to your
wedding.
wedding and
Yeah, and
vavoom,
that
it was a
was
dress.
29 years ago.
Yes, and it
She
was
was like,
boing. It's like I could touch my
those
cleavage
with her
with my
chin.
chin. Oh, you're not working right now? You had surgery? What did you
Oh, Cheryl Rafferty, join
surgery?
that club, girl. What
Welcome.
kind of surgery did you have? Share it. Spill it, girl.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hope you're healing well.
Hmm.
I'm having surgery on Wednesday. Thank you very much.
She got to keep up with her channel. She got to
Yeah,
have surgery all the time.
club joined.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, what is your surgery? If you're willing to share,
Yeah, well, you don't need to
you
like
don't really need to tell us.
spill your medical details if that is your personal
That
information.
is, it is.
It is. It
Never
is.
mind. I had a Oh,
Oh, sorry,
oh.
Cheryl.
Did they get
Oh,
all? Did they get it?
did they take it all?
Yeah, hysterectomy.
Mm.
I'm in this mindset, because I had the fast growing squamous cell cancer on my back and they took it off. But now I keep thinking if it was fast growing, I mean, could it have spread? I think I need a PET scan. I think I do.
Also,
Let's
I was
see.
all wearing caftans. Made me want to get mine out for the summer. There you go, Alice.
There you go. See,
They took it all and they seem to have gotten it all.
good. Very
Good
good.
deal.
That's
Good
what they
deal.
told me too, but you know how your brain is.
Yeah.
You
They
think,
got my tumor out all the way too, and it was benign.
yeah, after the fact, she found out it was benign when
And
she
I know
didn't even know they were
there
going to
was a.
check for if it was a possibility
I
even.
didn't even know.
No, but
But
it was good.
so happy for you, Cheryl.
Yeah, Cheryl. Well,
You will
good.
be back and riding coasters soon enough. We
Soon.
need it's been over a year. We need another coaster
We
trip.
do. We shouldn't be, but we should. We're going to do it.
Oh, now we're deciding if you want radiation or
Mm.
do you need radiation?
Mm. Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
radiation.
thing.
Ooh, I know that's
That's
a
what I'm
thing.
afraid of too.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
anyway, life moves on.
Yeah. Oh, Wayne went to the pharmacy
She
to get
just
my
got a
card back.
message.
He went to the pharmacy yesterday and they didn't return my card. So he realized that once he got down the road and then called and they said, oh, they didn't have it.
What?
So in the meantime, they I called and canceled my card and now they found it.
So they gave you three options. One is not to have any radiation, and that's the one.
What if they got it all?
Yeah,
I
but I
don't know
don't
how
know.
that works.
Just what I would do is
Keep your
just start
options open.
start with the diet and just do follow all that stuff. I mean, there's all kinds of like natural things they say, like
Hmm.
some kind of paste. I
Just
can't
out of
remember the
curiosity,
paste.
how did they find? Was it like your monthly check or your yearly gyno thing? You know, how do they find
Heaven
that?
forbid. They told me I
I,
didn't need to go back and have
I
another.
know. I don't.
They just probably thought, well, if you get it, you're old, so you're
It was
done.
her yearly thing.
Hmm.
Cheryl's much younger than we are.
Hmm.
Just saying. That's the thing. We hang
I
out with
ordered my coffee.
younger people who makes us feel younger.
That's why we hang out with youngins.
That's right. That's right.
Makes me feel young. You know, 70 and not getting
Yeah,
any
well,
younger.
you're younger than us, Cheryl Rafferty.
Yes, you are. I'm 70, Cheryl Rafferty.
I'm 67 and I like to kick and
And I can
stretch.
bend, and I can go hoopla.
That's right.
I can't lift my arms up, but I
Ah,
can ride a roller coaster. Damn
that's
it.
right. That's
Damn
right.
it.
Even though we probably shouldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Cheryl Rafferty, I think you're 50.
55.
I was going to say that.
Are
I was
you?
going to say
What
that.
if you're younger? I'll feel bad.
I know. Did we age you too much, Cheryl Rafferty? I would say only because you said you weren't that much behind us. That's why I aimed
She
high.
said higher.
Higher?
Okay.
No
I think then
way.
you're 57. I know
Mm-mm.
you're younger than Mo, which is what? Where is Mo anyway? She's
Where is
not
that damn
here.
Mo?
Where is that snitty?
60?
Well, there you go. You're the
Was
same age as Mo.
by almost 61.
Yeah, well,
So
still,
just saying.
you guys are in the same club.
Yes.
I am 10 years older than you,
Wow.
and I don't care to
I would
say
have
it
never
anymore.
guessed
I
that.
will say
I wouldn't guess Mo is 60 either.
no.
No.
It's
No.
because
It's
everybody
because
looks
as we
young.
get older, everybody looks young.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
that's right.
That's the thing. Although once in a while at work, somebody will come in that's my age or younger, and I'll go, do I look like that?
Well, like I was saying earlier, I told Leah, I said, I need actually a short old lady haircut
No,
now.
you do not.
Why
My
not?
God. Because,
It's more comfortable.
well,
I understand why people do it.
I mean, you could go a little shorter and get a little sassier, but not a.
Not an old lady haircut?
No, see, no, you
Thank
don't.
you. Okay, but I'm thinking about going shorter. Maybe chin length,
Something
and then a little more
sassy.
sassier up here,
Sassy.
like she's got that curly thing
I
happening
think
on
I
top.
need to not go any longer than this. I need
No, I
to
think
get
you need to
some
cut
off.
about an inch or two off
I do too.
and just make it thicker, right? So you can go like that and like that and like that.
Yeah.
I am weird. I'm just
Anyway,
weird. I'm a weirdo.
she's a weird old lady.
Yes.
Anyway,
Mm.
I think we're going to lose you guys though because my battery is like,
Where does it say that?
I
Check. How do you check?
I can't.
Hmm.
I'm 58. Teresa,
Teresa's crazy life.
she's 58. You
You're up
go,
there in
girl.
our
Yeah.
club.
Don't get
Oh,
yourself
now that
whiplash, and that's a problem. That's a problem. I
yeah.
can't do that because of my
Well, I
delicate condition.
every night this is what I do is I'll sit it up straight on my bed and then I do all these like, just and I can hear every bit of crackling in my neck. It's like I mean seriously, I almost think people can hear it, but I'm sure that they probably can't, but you can.
Right.
When you do that and I go all around and and try to keep it a little bit limber.
Yeah.
You don't
Natural
want to.
curls. She's got natural curls.
Yeah, natural. But if it's short, it'll be more curly. I think it'd be cuter.
Yeah, it starts to get dragged down and then it doesn't curl
It
up
doesn't
top.
curl up top. And I told my gal, I said, I really would like you to do a
She
little.
didn't.
Well, she did, but I grow
No,
very
no,
fast.
you need to go way shorter.
Way shorter on
See,
top.
look.
Yeah. But my hair tends not to curl on top anyway.
I thought that too
Till you actually did it.
till I actually did it. And it wasn't by choice. I totally lost all my hair.
When they cut her,
Yeah, it'll grow back again like
that's true, and it grows pretty fast. When they cut Leah's ear, they shaved it aside, and it's just a little, like, like a man would have a little shave around here. That's all they
Can't
did
even
to
see it.
her.
Yeah.
Look at look at this. Oh, it still looks like a pop socket.
It does. I have definitely distinctively two different ears.
Size ears. Her one ear's
Yeah.
out like that, and one ear's in like this.
Let's
Let's
look.
look. Okay, it's not that bad.
But it's definitely bigger.
It is.
It sticks out far more than the other one.
It's funny to look inside your ear, Leah.
It is. Do you see all the stitches?
Yeah, I did. They're kind of not there anymore.
Well, I feel them and they drive me nuts.
They sewed up her ear canal.
Yep, they
We've
did.
already talked about this, but I like to call her a fathead anyway.
They stuffed my head with fat.
Yeah. Paste and fat. Bone paste.
Bone paste and mesh and fat.
Bone paste,
And
mesh,
I'm
and
telling you,
fat.
where they took the fat.
You could name your channel that.
Fathead?
Bone paste, mesh, and fat.
Because that's catchy.
Isn't it though? You get all the doctors looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very true.
Very true.
No retirement yet. You got a ways to go, Teresa.
That's what I'm yeah,
telling you.
I got a long ways to go.
Ms. Lobo Bob, one of her ears sits lower than the other. I always make sure my hair covers that. That's why we have
That's
hair.
why we have hair, because our ears are
Mhm.
not symmetrical.
But we see it more, Ms. Lobo Bob. We see it ourselves. We can definitely see the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of my eyes is lower than the other. My face. It is. One of my ears is also lower than the other because my glasses always sit wonky. But anyway,
She thinks it's the glasses, and it's actually
no,
her
it's the ears.
It's actually
Uh
her
oh,
ears.
I think we're losing you.
Yeah. Anyway, you
We're
guys,
gonna lose you.
we love you. We're gonna try to go live next Friday, remote from Tennessee to
All you have to do is
Nevada.
call me up and I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll do it.
Yeah, I think we can.
I think we can.
It'll be
Yeah.
3:30, 4:30, 6:30 at my place. So.
Yeah. All righty,
All
guys.
right.
We're gonna say goodbye for now.
Okay.
And we'll see you next time,
For more
3:30
for
Pacific
more
Standard
crazy
Time,
stuff.
for more crazy stuff. And then we'll let you know about our channels. Hopefully by then we will get. You did it during COVID. Yes, we did. We did, Cheryl Rafferty. We did.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we did. So we can do it.
We love you, and we will see you next week. And we'll get you all
Caught up again.
and get you going with our new channels.
Yeah.
Anyway, love you guys.
Love you.